So I'm cruising along and I almost accidentally stepped on the salamander, the poor thing. Oh yeah, it is August 30th. It is cold and kind of rainy, if you can see my right now it's not, but yeah, I have 17 something miles to go till camp. It was a 24 mile day altogether, and I could try to push to government camp, but it doesn't make sense to go in there when I could hike another 9 miles tomorrow and get in with a bus. So I don't know, we'll see. If I like end up at one of these trailheads and someone offers me a ride into town, I'm freaking taking it. But at the same point, like, I'm trying to convince myself to just like get to camp. I'm going to go into town tomorrow, so I'm not spending unnecessary extra money. And plus, if I end up in town tonight in government camp, there's a high chance that I'm going to skip that, like, whatever miles it is. And I'll just come back a different year and do it because it just, yeah. I'm cold. And if there's any temptation of a hotel room, I'm going to take it. But I don't think there will because it's kind of a shitty day. So the chances of there being day hikers out is like next to nothing. Alright, but I'm going to get hiking because I'm cold and I want to stay warm. Bye. So just had trail magic unexpectedly. Before that sign by a man named Carbs, he made pancakes for me and Becky and Becky's hiking partner. I don't think I ever got his name. So yeah, that was cool. Really unexpected, and also had soda, so I drank a little bit of my bottle of Coke, and I'm carrying out the rest, so I am so excited for that for later when I get to camp. I have, I don't know, 14 miles to go or so. So it's going to be kind of a late day now. I mean, I don't regret trail magic or anything, but I'm probably not going to get to camp until like 7. It's all good. I don't know what else to say. And then we're in officially Mount Hood National Forest right now. We left the reservation, Warm Springs Indian Reservation, earlier today. And we're just hiking north. It's cold. The sun's come out a little bit though. Excuse me. So that's cool. But yeah, we're all like sitting there trying to get warmed up, and Carbs brought out some towels and a blanket and I got all wrapped up and it was nice. But I'm still like wearing my gloves and stuff while I'm hiking right now. But yeah, I'm hoping the sun will warm everything up. It's supposed to get up to 70 later today, hopefully. But yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be rainy, not great. So I'm hoping to be in a hotel room somewhere by then. I think I already said that. But we'll see what happens. And we're going to get hiking. found this moth that was kind of caught up in some of this on the trail, and I got it loose and I put it on this tree, so hopefully it'll be okay now. So I'm at Little Crater Lake, and it's super blue, but what's really cool is that it's like pretty clear. You can see the trees at the bottom of it. It's so neat. So earlier, I went to the bathroom over here. This is right before the boardwalks down to Little Crater Lake. And I found something, and I'm not sure if it's part of a geocache, but it's really cool. So I went over to this tree, and I looked down, and there's a stamp of a deer or an elk. And then there's this little white thing that has the stamp, but then it's got other stamps in here too. So there must be like a little geocache thing. Oh, hold on. This is so neat. Here's another one. There's Barbie. This is the last one. It's really cool. There's like no information or anything. That's another mystery I need to look into. Of like the one mystery I still haven't looked into because I keep on forgetting is cows in the forest. And now I need to look at stamp books in the forest. Because it's like a thing, because people said, one person said, oh, I forgot to bring my stamp. So I don't know if it's like a geocache thing or like a Mount Hood thing or what, but it's, I don't know, I thought it was cool. I'm also surprised that it hasn't been totally destroyed by water, you know, like from it raining and stuff. Because that thing was, you know, like people have signed it since 2014. And it's almost a decade later. But yeah, I left it there. I didn't take it, the stamp. Didn't take the little book. But yeah, that's kind of cool. Neat little forest find. But yeah, about a little over 9 miles to go to camp, and it's 2:30 or so. So I need to get hiking because I won't get there till 7 or 7:30. Because I'm either going to camp down at the lake, which is another half mile off trail, or I'll camp at the junction, but I'll figure that out because the next water is like 6 miles, I think, from here. So if I want to dry camp, I need to get water at that. spot. But if I don't want to dry camp, I can just keep hiking. Because I think a lot. I just wanted to share with you guys one of the things that I don't know why, but like gets me really excited is, because I was thinking about those stamps, is I really, really like things where you like collect stamps and stuff. So on the AT, you could get an AT passport, like a little passport book, and a bunch of the hostels and some of the restaurants and even some of the towns and stuff would have like little stamps. And you could go to each little place and like get your little stamp. And I thought it was so cool. And then on this trip, there's not really anything like that on the PCT, except for at Crater Lake National Park, because it's a national park. And there's apparently a passport book for national parks, and they had at the visitor center, they had like a little stamp that you could like do a little stamp thing. And I was like, I didn't do it in my journal. I should have, but that's one reason to go back there. But now I want to like make this big road trip and like visit all the national parks to collect all the stamps. And I think, yeah, if I remember right, in Japan, a lot of the temples also have their own stamps, and you can go to each one and get like, it's like a thing. You buy like this like book, and then you go to each little monastery or like temple, and then you get like stamps from there too. And if I remember right, that's because like when I visited Kyoto and Nara, I think I remember seeing somebody getting stamps in their little like adventure book. I don't know what to call it. It was called something else, but I don't know. I really like those kinds of things of where you can like go to a place and like get a little stamp or like a little sticker or something. I like collecting them in general. Like I thought it'd be like really cool to, if the Wisconsin state parks had their own little stamps, and like you could visit each one and collect one. But I don't think, well, they don't have it to my knowledge. But yeah, that's one thing that's kind of quirky about me. I like collecting things like that along my travels. So like New Hampshire, hated hiking in the White Mountains. Least favorite part of the AT, except for the views. But I always vowed to go back there one day because they have their own little passport books for hiking all the 4,000 footers. And I'm like, I want to complete one of those one day and have my passport book full of the mountains and stuff, and I'll conquer the whites. So yeah, maybe when I'm closer to 50, I'll do that one. I have a few other life goals I want to accomplish first before I start adventuring hardcore again. But yeah, and of course, regular passport books. Like my US and Canadian passports, I would love to fill them up with stamps as well, visiting different countries and whatnot, and visas. But anyways, sorry for my long little tangent about how much I love collecting stamps on adventures. Alright, bye. Oh, sorry, one more thought. And another thing I found I really like to collect is foreign money in general. And one cool thing that they started, or maybe not they started doing it, but when I was in Germany visiting Captain and Crunch, my best friends there, we went to Cologne. I'm trying to say it properly. Cologne in English. Anyways, and we went to the church there, the famous like church. And inside, they had it where you could buy like fake money that had the church on it, and I was just like, yes, that's mine. I'm like, I'll pay €2 or whatever to have this fake dollar bill that's like a little souvenir trinket. So yeah, that's another thing I really like to collect is foreign currency or anything like that. I'm not sure, but I think this is Mount Hood to my left here. Hi, so future me decided in this video about the stamp book, and it's a thing, and I'm really excited about it because it sounds right up my alley for adventures. I'm gonna see if Wisconsin has any. They might, they probably don't, but they might. So that stamp book in the middle of the woods, it is a thing called letterboxing. It's similar to geocaching, but the brief, like very brief, internet search I just did, basically you go around in a forest area or a series of forests or a series of places, just like a geocache in a way, and you collect stamps. That little stamp that was with it, on the back it did say, please don't remove. So, because in your little stamp book that you have with yourself, you know, journal or whatever, you take that stamp and you put it in your journal. But then letterboxers apparently have their own stamps that they make or buy or whatever that are associated to them, and they mark the stamp book that, like you saw, they'll put their stamp in the stamp book if they have it. And I don't know, I think that's really neat. So, but I'm gonna continue on editing this video, and yeah, look up letterboxing. You might have to put in like letterboxing geocache or letterboxing forest to get the right one, like the right queries. But yeah, it's a really cool thing I want to explore further. But back to editing, and I'll see you soon. Bye.